kids make sure that they're de-weeded, making sure that the soil's good.
The plants are flourishing at the community garden alongside Westside Elementary School in Daytona Beach, and so are the kids.
And every time I come out here, I've seen the kids absolutely wonderful, happy, joyous.
Which includes a superstar volunteer, Johnny Fluitt. Johnny brings a love of gardening to Westside as part of the Food Brings Hope program. Based in Volusia County, Food Brings Hope focuses on providing school children with opportunities and resources to discover their full potential. Johnny is a shining example of the work Food Brings Hope does, as a volunteer, but also as a young man. The people behind the program helped raise him.
Didn't speak much when I was little.
Johnny did much of his growing up homeless. He's the oldest of 6. His family moved from place to place, but rarely a place to really call home. Now he's a senior at Mainland High School. Johnny is also dual enrolled at Daytona State College. And he's on his own. He's escaped homelessness by moving into a home run by Food Brings Hope. Living with other teens from similar backgrounds, Johnny goes to school full-time. He has a part-time job, an internship at Daytona State, and gives back regularly to his community. Judy Winch is the executive director of Food Brings Hope.
When I get a text from him, it just makes me sit up a little taller and feel a little bit better and proud and happy because it's from him, from Johnny.
Judy was also Johnny's principal at Westside Elementary. Watching him grow since the 3rd grade, she credits Food Brings Hope with changing Johnny's life and the lives of countless other students.
You know, there's many children like Johnny, and Johnny just happens to be, you know, the oldest one that has started, and there's others coming behind him that are just as successful.
Judy says that's Johnny's biggest impact on his community, leading by example.
Others can learn from him and just look up to him as the role model.
And hopefully, planting seeds of success in even younger minds.
He is a community champion in my heart and in many others.
Johnny Fluitt and Food Brings Hope are WESH 2 Community Champions of the Week. Matt Lipoli, WESH 2 News.
An absolutely incredible story there for Johnny. And we know that Johnny's story is not unique. There are close to 21,000 students across Central Florida who are dealing with homelessness. How Johnny and others persevere, it's part of the story that we're telling in our next Chronicle, Project Community.
And Matt Lipoli joins us to talk a little more about Johnny and his story on Chronicle. What we can see from Johnny is that he's highly successful, but he's been through so much. I know you can't give away the whole story, but can you tell us a little bit more about Food Brings Hope?
Absolutely. You know, Johnny is a role model. He's an inspiration to really people of all ages because, as Judy said there, I mean, he's faced so many problems that lots of adults couldn't really navigate, and yet he's doing it so well. But this is a problem that's really pervasive. You guys know from your reporting throughout our community, this is something that touches every corner of Central Florida. There in Volusia County and in Flagler County, Food Brings Hope is one of the charities that's trying to solve this problem. They're coming up with lots of new initiatives. They have a goal to eradicate youth homelessness and hunger by the year 2020, and they're doing a lot of things to meet that goal. And so that's kind of our focus of this story, not only to outline the problem and talk about the issues that cause these problems, but also to highlight who is trying to solve these problems.
So where do we see Johnny go then from here in this next? We sort of know the backdrop,
right? Well, Johnny he's fantastic because he was just accepted to Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University. So once he finishes his high school diploma and gets his associate's degree from Daytona State, he'll start immediately then at Embry-Riddle to work on his bachelor's degree. So for him, it seems like he's got a nice, clear path ahead. But of course, for 21,000 other kids in Central Florida, the path is less clear.
That's got to be so insightful or inspiring rather, to see this person actually doing it for other kids who may come in contact with him.
Oh, absolutely. And that's why Food Brings Hope and Judy nominated Johnny, because we want more kids to see Johnny and to hopefully be inspired by him and use him as a role model. And certainly that's already happening there in Volusia County with the kids that Johnny interacts with, but hopefully it can echo throughout our area.
Telling his story. And you're also a part of the Chronicle. What's your story about?
It's a little bit different take. You know, the whole thing is looking at how sort of the housing crisis that we're in affects all of us here in Central Florida. We headed to Apopka this time. We're speaking with 2 fathers who lost their sons at a pretty early age due to being shot, and how sort of living in a community that has been stigmatized as a violent place or a bad place to live, with air quotes, really affects the way that you come up. And when you don't have money and investment coming in to help some of those places, how do you move forward if you're not able to bring affordable housing in? So it's this sort of comprehensive, and it's just the beginning for all these stories that we're about to tell here on the next Chronicle.
We get an inside look at our communities.
Right.
So join us Wednesday at 8 p.m. for the first program of a year-long reporting project about the people and the communities gripped by the affordable housing crisis. We're following real people working to overcome the barriers, keeping them from safe and stable homes. That is Wednesday, April 10th at 8 p.m.
Yeah, you don't want to miss it. Matt, thank you for joining us
Thank
here.
you so much
this
for
morning.
having me.
Yes.
We'll let you go now.
Good
We know you
morning.
got a lot of work to do here. It's 8.